Among the false accusations against Paul, one of them was that he was worldly because he had changed his travel plans. I really don't understand how this is a big deal and why a change of plans would cause such strong accusations. People change plans all the time, and that doesn't make them more or less godly. Or does it? Let's dive deeper into the issue at Corinth. It's true, Paul had promised them that he would go visit them. But for reasons we'll get into later, he decided to postpone his trip. And of course, his opponents in Corinth took advantage of the change to accuse Paul of being indecisive and flippant. They based their accusations on these ridiculous grounds, basically because they didn't like him and looked for any excuse to discredit him. And this is our first point of reflection here. When you don't like a leader or don't agree with him or her, do you start rumors about them? Do you rile people up against the leader or instigate them to create your own following? Be careful about defaming a leader that God has placed in that position. You will be held accountable, if not in this life, in the final judgment. Do you know how much damage your tongue can cause by spreading negativity about others, especially leaders in a position of much influence? The second reflection point in this situation is that godly leaders are held to a much higher standard than the general population. So use your position wisely. You will also be a high priority target for attacks from Satan and his forces. Every move you make, every word you speak, every intention you have will be scrutinized, and there will always be instigators that try to bring you down. Do not pay attention to them. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Another reflection point. When we don't understand something someone else is doing about their behaviors or actions, do we automatically jump to the wrong conclusion and assume ill intentions on their behalf? It's true. Paul did not give an explanation right away as to his change of plans. And truthfully, many times, we don't have all the information about someone else. May I remind you that a few weeks ago I shared with you that healthy relationships give each other the benefit of the doubt, and they intentionally choose to believe that the other person has good intentions. And the last reflection for today's study is about Paul's actual explanation for postponing his trip. There is great wisdom in giving people space as part of the process of repair when there has been a rupture. Time and space to determine the next course of action. Time and space to heal. Only when both parties are ready to meet in a productive way, then it is wise to have a reconciliation. And sometimes reconciliation is not always possible, and it's better that way. But more on that tomorrow when we talk about forgiveness.